though tomorrow loves KiwiSaver, today finds it, well, I'll let him tell you.
Oh, I feel all confused. There's all these big words.
Right, race 10, the Ivan Jones Engineering Senior Sprinters underway, and somebody, I think that's Ryan O'Neill maybe, on the 18 bike. No, SnrSprintR2 gets a hell of a run there from about the third row of the grid, and right now on the track there, Senior Sprint, Ivan Jones Engineering, the 10th race of the day, 5 laps race, so it's only just a short sprint and already a tight battle out the front, and that looks like to me Ashton Hughes maybe in second spot there, with Hayden Fitzgerald, probably Hayden Fitzgerald out in the front. Let's have a look at the results from the last race there, the senior trophy. It was Malcolm Bielski, Ryan O'Neill, Rogan Chandler, Ashton Hughes, Hayden Fitzgerald, Neville Gibbs, SnrSprintR2, Luke Jelly, Mike Sorensen and Jesse Wiki. That's the top 10 people there, but right now not many of those names up there, but out in the front of the track there, pretty sure that is number 4, sorry, Hayden Fitzgerald. Went to call him number 52 because that's the number he's had for so many years, but running a 4 at the moment. This bike is for sale, so it'll be interesting to see what he's got lined up for the current season of the New Zealand Superbike Series and the New Zealand Suzuki Series as well. So tight going across the start-finish line there, and it was just 60 thousandths of a second in it, and it was still number 4 going into turn 1. The Ashton Hughes a little bit faster on the track, 0.2 of a second faster on the track in that first lap, but it didn't quite catch up who was on grid position what to work out whether that's a realistic lap, fastest lap. Malcolm Bielski there on the 134 machine there in third spot there. And I think SnrSprintR2 and Ryan O'Neill both on the white bikes there coming in towards the hairpin, having a bit of battle. In fact, I think that was Ryan O'Neill up on the inside. What a great move there. And SnrSprintR2 went to tuck in there on the apex of the corner and had to sit up. So already Ryan O'Neill got a good gap down that centre straight as a result to that. ZX 675 Triumph versus Yamaha R1. Over to the back straight, and Ashton Hughes is on fire, pulls up just in behind Hayden Fitzgerald. Hayden just momentarily later on the brakes, and they go in round the big Go Media corner back onto the front straight with just maybe a bike length, 2 bike lengths between them. Put 6 of a second between first and second, a little bit more there. Number 134 Malcolm Bielski has received a 20-second penalty for a jump start in third place, so that's going to put him back down to about 9th or 10th, and he's on the Kawasaki on the 134 machine as mentioned. He's got 100 metres ahead of him and about 100 metres behind him, but I'm thinking they would have showed the black board out there with his number on it out there at the start-finish line as they're required to. The rule states must be displayed. Doesn't say who it has to be displayed for. It can be displayed in a coffee shop for all I care. And it doesn't say within 5 laps, as some of our riders actually think. You know, if they go past after 5 laps, they've jumped the start, they don't get it displayed. They've got away with it. No, it just has to be displayed. That is the rule, although it is up for review this year at the New Zealand MNZ conference at Queenstown in about a month's time, and there is some alterations maybe to that. They look at it possibly penalising 1 second per lap, so if it's an 8-lap race you get 8 seconds penalty. If it's a 15-lap, 15-second penalty, and we'll see what comes of that rule. Also an odd thing that's come up in the rules as well is when you're on the start grid, once you're under the starter's orders, you're not allowed to your spindle mustn't cross the designated line for the thing. Well, that doesn't work. That rule's just unworkable because at Metfin the other day they had a designated spot, just a dot was the thing. So that rule is not worded correctly. Let's tidy up that rule and put line or spot or mark so it's clear for everything. But also I don't agree with the spindle because for a starter on a motorcycle you've got, you could have 40 bikes on the grid, they're all creeping that little bit. How are you going to spot who's done the actual jump start? Just leave it, in my opinion, just leave it as there's the rule. If anyone moves, they're a jump start. The other thing is, with a sidecar, some of those spindles can be 700 to 800 mils behind the fairing, and because you can't see them, because they've got the fairings on them, it is a totally unworkable rule. But at least somebody's put up the rule, and what that does in Motorcycle New Zealand and around our rule book followers, and everyone should follow the rule book, it's your sport, it does create discussion, and that's what I like to have happen. If someone's brought up that rule, I myself haven't really done anything about the rules over the last few years because I don't get on a bike and twist the throttle under race conditions. But I've got an MNZ licence this year for other reasons, and I decided to have a bit of a tidy up, and I sent in about 20 odd submissions to the proposed rule change this year. I think today's the cut-off day, so if you've got any ideas of what should happen, the 30th of April is the cut-off day. So go to the MNZ website, have a look through those. It is important. It is all about our sport, and rules are just as much part of it as race bike preparation and that sort of thing. Right, Ashton Hughes, the quickest man on the track, a 9.652, a 9.757 for Hayden Fitzgerald. Both of those set it on the last lap. We can see those two lead bikes coming out of Higgins. They're now halfway down the back straight, but Fitzgerald has opened up his gap a little bit more. We go back to Malcolm Belsky on the track. He's in third spot, but has had a penalty imposed on him. So that's going to put Ryan O'Neill on the number 81 bike there, the white Yamaha 1000, up into a podium position. And in behind him, Ryan O'Neill, in behind him, Zurin Wiki, Neville Gibbs, Jesse Wiki, Daniel McGovern, Luke Jelly, Mike Sorensen, Raymond Herdman on the 358 machine is in 11th spot. Then we got in behind him Esmond Williams, Nigel Montgomery, Florent Buren, and Jared Irwin. Still fastest man on the track, and slowing down by nearly a second, or half a second, a 109.6 for Ashton Hughes. He slowed to a 110.172 as the checkered flag comes out. Didn't even get to